to you for
Just an ordinary range support team. Nothing worth mentioning. Amber said she's already talked things over with Acting Grandmaster Jean. She asked for some recon officers to come help her out, though they won't be official Outriders. Regardless, it's certainly cause to celebrate. Now she won't have to fly back and forth over Mondstadt all by herself. Although, come to think of it, the gliding license exam itself seems a bit outdated. Maybe it's time that got an update too. Well, that's only because the acting Grandmaster was holding down the fort in Mondstadt that the actual Grandmaster was able to swan off to Nodcry. Now that he's back, well, he'll likely continue to do as he pleases. I don't think much will change. Kaya has a real knack for imitating the other captain's signatures, not to mention Jean's. In fact, his forgeries are so good, it's practically impossible to spot the difference. Kaya says he only does it to sign off on his own applications for leave. Personally, I think he's telling the truth. Too much moral fiber in that one. Diluc, when you think about it, we both fell victim to the same scoundrel. But now that those scores have been settled, is he really never coming back to the Knights of Favonius? He can't go back to being the youngest captain, but he could sure have a go at being the oldest knight. Noelle's still not officially a knight, huh? How long has it been now? Thought for sure she'd have passed the selection trials. Is Varka holding out for some kind of special trial just for her? Her knightly title's gonna have to be pretty long to match the length of her training. What stands out most about Eula is the sound of her boots stomping about the place. When she's in a rush, you can hear the dump 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 from a floor away. Just like her fighting style, loud and penetrating. An impression so deep, it's impossible to forget. The 5th Company's consumables are all developed by Albedo in the 8th Company. Our crossbow bolts, bullets, and various alchemical products are all top quality. I sometimes drop by Albedo's office with plans for new weapons research. Though recently, it's been Sucrose receiving my requests instead. I guess Albedo must be working on something big. Again. Varka told me he thinks that Fatui Harbinger, the captain, could have taken out a ruin guard with just a crayon. So, I traded some snacks with Klee for a box of them. And I'm gonna bring them to Varka. Next time he runs into a monster, we'll see how formidable a weapon it really is. Mika might be a skilled cartographer, but I'm even more skilled when it comes to sniffing out a lie. He once gave me a map where he deliberately left out all the monster gathering points, because he was scared I'd charge in alone. But, one look at his face, and I knew exactly where the monsters were. Can't believe he thought silence would be enough to foil me.
Want to know who's the strongest warrior? Look.
Ha! Exactly the sort of drivel I'd expect from someone who's never seen real combat. Do you think powerful warriors just stand around hitting wooden dummies? Besides...
Oh, that's enough! I didn't invite you both here to listen to you bicker.
Lowen? And isn't that Leifhelm and Slashnev?
I heard there were a couple of combatologists in Nodcry, so If only I'd known combatologists were so darn combative. Well, guess I'm gonna have to knock.
Captain Lowen, I'm not trying to be uncooperative. It's just that, never mind regular monsters, even the power gap between the Archons is huge. If we don't find a suitable benchmark, I'm afraid any further discussion will be pointless.
If we're talking about a benchmark of power that everyone can accept, we should probably go with dragons, right?
Dragons?
Seriously? Paimon feels like the power gaps between dragons aren't much smaller than those between the Archons.
Well, long story short, after a period of reflection, I concluded that the best way to get even stronger. But then, earlier this morning, just as I was about to set off,
Lost human, thrice shall you face the might of the dragon.
I'm not one for believing in prophecies, but, well, let's just.
Dragons, huh? Here in Mondstadt, you'd have to be talking about Dvalin or Ursa the Drake, or else those.
Well, clearly that's where your knowledge falls short. According to top secret intel I acquired in not.
Seriously? No way!
If we want the truth,
Enough! Did you see that windmill? I need you to make a record of how it works.
Understood. Preparing to photograph the windmill.
Huh? Traveler and Paimon? And Lowen? Oh! Intel from Notcry about a powerful ancient dragon.
Assessing situation. It appears that Miss
in a nutshell, yes. But that's all by the by. I've been wanting to test myself.
Enough!
My apologies. According to today's schedule, we still have to visit Mondstadt to collect some special components.
Oh yeah! I almost forgot. We heard there was some sort of giant robot in Mondstadt.
It's all right.
Nolan, you're not seriously giving up just like that.
If I help you deal with the ruin guards, that should clear up your schedule, right?
Enough! Strip it!
I will.
Your attacks are also very precise, Mr.
Woohoo! New
and,
Enougha, look for more.
Understood. My apologies.
Aino's asleep. Oh,
She's often like this. Her batteries drain quickly. I am sorry, Mr. Lowen, but I'm afraid
that's quite alright. I've already
I hope my combat data provides. By the way, the person who told us about these special mechanisms.
Dragon spine, huh? What could be waiting for me there?
Seeker of power, follower of fate, you are here at last.
it's Durin! Paimon's really not surprised at all.
A sovereign ruler, the creation of a mage, and a descendant of angels. All wield disparate powers, yet all were crowned as dragons. This is because dragons are the symbol of power.
So, doing battle with great dragons became a way to prove your strength. Huh. I think I might be starting to understand the founding Grand Master a little better.
Huh?
I can see you still.
Wait. Young human, the trial you seek is far from here. You must venture to Storm Terror's lair and face the final prophecy.
Are you alright, Durin?
Phew. I think Albedo said he needed help with an experiment, so I better be heading back now.
Well, he sure left in a hurry.
What a shame.
Hey, what's this?
Why exactly was Durin here? Apart from that last line about venturing to Storm Terror's lair, he just seemed to be talking not.
Interesting. I'm getting curious.
Oh, wonderful. Now, according to bar entrance lines, memorized.
Hey, why do you guys think the final prophecy needs Lowen to come here?
Oh no! They're here already?
Could the final Might of the Dragon be talking about Dvalin? He doesn't seem to be here today, though.
Technically speaking, I already saw him when I first returned home from Nodcry. He was right beside you.
Oh, yeah! In Wolvendom, when you were delivering letters.
If we're being generous with our interpretation, then technically, I've already thrice faced the might. I guess that's why the prophecy. Before this place was known as Storm Terror's lair, it was the god of storms, Decarabian's domain. But the mighty god who could conjure storms to shut out the world couldn't stem the yearning for freedom within his own walls of wind. Yet the god of the North Wind, with whom he had once vied for the divine throne, found the answer he had always sought, only after abandoning his power.
Huh? There seems...
The mirror of the dawning morn, Durin. For a time, they too were lost to confusion and doubt. What led them to strength was more than just power.
Wow.
And Ursa too. The monster who had once been an angel.
Huh?
Paimon thinks you might be onto something here, Lowen. But
angel who chose power still yearn to remain close to humanity. Oh, humans who have witnessed...
Hey, those are my lines. Oh dear. The cat's...
Pleasure to meet you, Lady Nicole. I've read your...
Oh, why do I...
Oh? So that...
Not at all. If I'd known in advance...
Regardless, it was a well-written script. Very entertaining. As a heartwarming little fairy tale, of course.
I'll choose to believe that was aimed at my former colleague. Seeing as you've read my script,
Indeed, and I'll make sure to treat it as valued advice. Now, was there anything else, or can I get back to compiling my Formidable Foes fieldbook? I must admit, though, it's been quite a Thank you, everyone!
Why are humans always so difficult to deal with?
Can someone tell Paimon what's going on?
Do you remember dealing with Dottore and the poison left behind by Ursa in Mondstadt? Since that was a calamity caused by a former angel, it naturally fell on a current angel to... It seems that humanity's fate is destined to become ever more unpredictable. The guidance of angels is no longer the only thing leading them toward the future, but all those infinite possibilities? Perhaps that is precisely where humanity's true strength lies. Still, even if it was my first attempt, my first...
Apparently my microphone was off that entire time. But like, anyway, I think there's much more that can be done for Lohan until that stuff is done. Where's Linnea? I need her to be level 70.